those who don't know me, they cut me out. Blessed are those that I find, you know. Poto Luga Silver, they on my way out. Got to the break to afford me the starch. Drip is in line in Tita Motens. Jideles Sidala Hafisas Cat, La Wirama Para Promedite. Hey, welcome to the second episode of KULCHA KLUB. My name is Moshcar, the Kamasut, Mara City Cafe, Black Center himself. And we're here with the brother of mine, my brother. I will let you do the honors and introduce yourself if you do have an intro like that.
Yo, what up, everybody? I go by the name N.O.S. and I'm rapping Messy Paper.
Okay.
I formed Messy Paper with my brothers.
All right.
N.O.S, Tilo.
All right. Okay, before we go in, that's okay. We'll go into that. Don't worry about that. So I got some cards here. I want you to pick. They're a bit spicy, some of them. So we're gonna pick two, and then we call them the icebreaker cards.
Yes, I have to clear my own country.
Okay, you pick one here, and I'm gonna read it out to you. Just pick it, okay? All right. The taxi driver you get at 2 a.m. is driving recklessly, and you suspect he has been drinking. After he lets you off safely at home, do you report him? Take it in the context of Mzanzi. You know him, maybe he lives across the street. Do you report him? Maybe we eat boss or high.
Yeah.
You gonna report him?
When the flop on the
Yeah.
Nah, get haga,
Yeah.
So like, it's really crazy, so that they need a hala. It's like, because I know one gig
Yeah.
so don't get it.
Exactly. No, I feel it. Let's put this one down. Last one. Okay. You work in a bank and have access to client's account. Your best friend is getting divorced. Do you agree to give him your friend's details? Do you agree to give your friend's details of his or her spouse financial affairs? So he's going through, let's say Mass is going through a divorce, and we want to rock out there. But you guys suspect that, hey Joe, the baby to read disclosing go court.
Okay,
and
yeah.
if they disclose those
Without thinking it twice.
Okay, bros over. I get you. Alright, but G, let's get into the podcast. So N.O.S, let's first start with your name. So when I got in touch with you, you said your name was N.O.S. I was saying N.O.S, obviously,
yeah.
But you were adamant that it's an acronym.
Yeah.
Rather than just N.O.S.
Then just N.O.S, yeah.
What does N.O.S stand for?
Okay, N.O.S stand for Ntando Other Side.
Ndando?
Other Side.
Oh, Ntando Other Side.
Yeah.
Okay, so why don't you go with Ntando Other Side rather than N.O.S?
I think I started with N.O.S from like a young age, so
Okay.
at that time I didn't know what to call it. I was still trying to come up with the names for the acronym.
Okay.
So as time went by, as I grew, I started understanding the true meaning of Ntando Other Side. So I thought it kind of makes sense to go for it, N.O.S. Ntando Other Side.
Oh, that's great. Okay. So Ntando Other Side, I'm suspecting your name is Ntando.
Ntando, yeah.
All right. Are you Tswana? Are you Zulu? Are you?
I'm Zulu.
Ndodom Zulu. Okay. Where did you grow up? What is your upbringing? Where did you go to primary?
Okay, yeah, I grew up in Pretoria, born and bred in Pretoria.
Where in PTA?
At Treasure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Pay.
Yeah, Peli. Yeah. It's in a primary school, William Heights.
Okay.
And then 2016, got an hour long and organized school.
2016, you were starting with your grade 8.
Yeah.
Man, I can calculate how old you are.
Yeah.
Kind of sort of.
Yeah.
So, Ntando Other Side, where do you meet music? When do you meet music? Not when you start making music. When do you meet and then you're like, I actually love this thing. I'm asking this question because, with me, it was soccer first. It was soccer first. I met soccer. My dad was a big soccer guy, and as soon as I grew up to know how to play it well, I also loved it. I can understand that was his influence, but I also loved it. And then the music that I really, really loved was church music, going to church and singing. and that played a big part in my artistry as well. So I want to understand, where did you meet music before you even went into I want to make music? Yeah, where did you meet
I met music like for high nabanza badala house.
Yeah,
and then
of course.
as I grew up, I think I was around 8-9. And
Okay.
So he started playing a lot of hip hop music.
Okay. Who was he playing?
Rick Ross, the likes of Tupac,
Okay.
Wayne, Drake.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, Drake was there. Okay.
Yeah. So I feel like even Eminem, he was a big Eminem fan.
Yeah, all those
So-
old heads are Eminem fans. So I'm surprised you didn't mention Slim Shady. Fucking, I'm sweating. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so from that time, I think that's when I started linking to hip hop, liking it,
Wow.
developing this love, not just music but hip hop.
Hip hop.
Yeah.
And then when did you start? You like, hey, I want to make music. Wait, even before that, you know, in Mzanzi we're a dance nation, you know. So house was a big part of.
Our upbringing.
Yeah, house was a big part before even my piano and house.
It was our go-to music.
Yeah. So why didn't you gravitate towards that? Was it because the uncle was playing a lot of hip hop? You're like, ish, this one is banging.
No, like as I said, growing up I was a big house fan.
Okay.
But during those ages, it was when I started to spend more time with them and we play a lot of hip hop songs, you know. So
Yeah.
that's when I started developing the love for hip hop.
And then where do you go from that into the studio and saying, okay, no, I want to make
I want
music?
to start making music. So I
Yeah.
started my songwriting, I think I was in grade 7 and I started writing my first
So
song.
that would be 2015.
Yeah.
Okay.
Started writing my first song. And then
I think I'm gonna
I
keep
got
this
into
off.
the studio for the first time in 2017 with a nigga of mine called Main City. So he introduced me to the whole side of
Recording and
handling hooks, verses, that kind of stuff.
how was your first song? Your first complete song?
You know, like a lot of people complimented my verse, you know. They were like, yo, dog, it is a hit, you know.
Yeah.
It was titled Hooks.
What was it about?
It was like a 10-up song, you know.
Okay.
Yeah.
But you're in grade 7. What do you know about tenor?
I feel like it was just like the influence of music because that was the type of music that was popular at the time.
True. Yeah. I feel. So you get into studio, you start making songs. PTA, there is no scene around about that time. There is no hip hop scene. We got your Black Letters, your Envies, but they're not popping as well, you know. When did it start? Well, did it ever become a dream of yours? Did you start to dream, okay, I want to do this. I want to become a hip hop artist that makes money off this thing?
Not really. I feel like I started dreaming about it when I was in grade 9. Because that's when I started learning more about the other side of the music scene.
Yeah.
Being an artist, releasing projects, doing this and that, just providing music for your fans, you know.
Oh, you learned that later on.
Yeah.
So when I was going through your catalog and going through your Instagram, you have a homie Mess.
Yeah.
And I saw you posted something today. You explained to somebody that you guys changed names. Tell us about that, the formation of that, and how that went about, how that is going.
Yeah, so Messy Paper is just basically a fusion of Mess and Paper Gang.
Okay.
He's Mess, we Paper Gang.
Who's we?
Oh, I was under Paper Gang with Tilo and Main City. Main City was the nigga that introduced me to.
Okay.
Yeah, so he introduced me to Tilo around grade 10.
Okay.
And then we started recording around grade, I was in grade 11.
Okay.
And then from that time, we released a project in 2021 titled KULCHA KLUB. It was a mixtape.
Okay.
So it did quite well. You know, we received some good numbers on Apple Music.
On Apple Music. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, 2023 was when I linked up with Mess again.
Okay.
So Mess is a nigga I grew up with from primary school. We go from way back.
Way back. Longer than these other niggas.
Yeah, longer
Okay.
than those other niggas. So can I just get some water?
Oh, water.
Yeah.
Can we get a water?
So I linked up with Mess from primary school. So this time we linked up anamate ke lo mo chess square.
Okay.
And like nigga some more nigga won't know one born like last minute thing ka re ke ska mo phapela wa skra style se la sore o ke ro identify motho or ke mo dumedisi or
yeah.
a fetsa o pharo mo dumedisi a fetsa one troll la wa grace benyana tse
Oh,
so
yeah.
ke la mata
No, okay, got
so
great.
mara ka bona ro ntebeletse
Yeah.
skhala so mara come over and then he told me he's doing music. Oh, that's dope, bro, because I'm also doing music.
So he was not living in the same hood as you at this
He
time?
was. You know, funny part is that I wasn't even aware that he was living in my hood.
Oh.
Yeah.
But you okay.
We chill a lot at primary, you know.
Oh, he was a primary nigga. But round about this time you're meeting him, he wasn't really your nigga like that.
He was my nigga. We started like becoming close, I think 2013.
2013.
Yeah,
Oh, okay. This is in 2013. This is happening in 2013. This thing
in
at just
primary, yeah.
Oh,
Even
okay.
like we went there because Narpela is Barasa.
Oh, okay, I
We
get you.
started becoming close 2013.
Okay.
And then 2015, I realized that both of us love hip hop.
You're virus, but that's round about the time. Yeah.
So we linked up again, 2023. Told me he was doing music. He calls himself N.O.S. I told him, oh yeah, I'm also doing music with some niggas, Tilo, Nacy.
Yes.
We call ourselves Paper Gang.
Gang.
Yeah, and then that's when the whole Paper Gang thing started.
So that's Miss Paper Gang.
Macy Paper.
Macy Paper. Oh, so where are the other two niggas now? How's the relationship with them? Are you still working with them? If it's sensitive, you have the right to.
No, they're my homies.
Are you still making music with them?
Yeah, I still make music. We still make music with Tilo. We recently even did a song. They did a hit. Yeah, and then ACD is doing some things in his life. You know, he pursued a different career.
Okay, but it's still at home.
Yeah, he's still my homie.
Yeah, no beef, gents. We still good. All right.
Man,
Don't crucify the nigga. All right, I like that. Okay, Mess was supposed to be here. Unfortunately, now we're good. All right, now there was just a little bit of an accident. We're back though. As we wait for the water.
Shut up, thanks.
Drink water and exercise. So I was going through your catalog. I saw the last single you guys put out was in 2023 last year. On DSPs. There is music from this year, but on DSPs this is last year. Okay. How are you guys? This is the important part of the podcast. We want to make it the integral part of the podcast, you know. As much as we love artists and we love talking to artists, we also want to make sure that the artists know about their business, you know. So when you guys are dropping music as a collective, do you guys talk about these things? Do you guys have split sheets in place?
Of course. We don't just record music. You
Okay.
know? That's why we even started a whole like music label thing. You know, we started like talking about things like releasing on Spotify, Apple, you know, doing tours, you know, merch, that kind of stuff.
Yeah. In terms of business, if somebody comes to you and asks you, what is the music business? What comes to your mind? As an upcoming artist, of course. I'm not thinking about the guys that are in play. As an upcoming artist, they say, yo, I'm an executive from Sony and I ask you, yo, N.O.S, do you have your music business intact? What do you think I'm talking about?
My licensing, my publishing, those kind of things, you know.
Yeah.
Like also understanding like the type of royalties I may get from my music, you know. Yeah, that kind of stuff.
I feel you. So besides streams and streams of course from the music and gigs, do you have other avenues you are making money in connection with the music? Never mind the other professions. If you do have a profession, you haven't mentioned one, but yeah, do you have other avenues that you tap into to make sure people sometimes tap into merch, you know, some tap into clothing, shows, making shows. You know, do you have any other avenues that you tap into that make because I know I'm asking this because I'm an artist myself, you know, and I know to make a decent amount of money, you stream wise, you need to stream a lot, you know. Most of these guys that we even like are not even making enough money from the streams alone, and they're doing good numbers on the stream. Hence, I'm asking you this.
Yeah, I feel like it's very important for an artist to do that, you know, just like not depend on the music side, you know, but just find a way to connect what they're doing in real life with the music side, you know, just like you said, pushing match, you know, tours.
Yeah.
I feel like for me personally, I feel like I've looked more at like the performance-wise things, you know, like I focus on that kind of stuff more.
Oh, you want to capitalize on gigs and whatnot.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about gigs then. Let's talk about gigs. What do you think, besides a hit song, what do you think makes an artist get booked?
I feel like the connection he makes with those with the fans.
Okay.
I feel like that plays a huge part
Of course, I agree. Yeah.
because if you are able to connect with the fans as an artist without even having to play your music yet, I feel like that puts you in a spot where you build more trust. You know, I feel like that's very important for the people to trust. Or no, we're not gonna get bored when this nigga starts performing.
Okay. Talking about that, I agree 100% with your point. So, what is your relationship with your fans? How are you connecting with your fans?
I try to connect. The problem is,
Yes.
I'm not really like a social guy like that, but I try
I'm asking
to
this
connect.
before. Sorry to cut you off. I'm asking this because I picked that up. I'm like, okay, this is not. He's not a typical social guy. So I wonder how is his relationship with the fans. So you can go around here.
Yeah, like I tried like building like a connection with my friends through like WhatsApp. I try to connect with them, you know, just talk to them like that. Besides like being like acting like I'm the like an artist, but like just building like a relationship with like those people, you know. And also like on Instagram, I just try to be like post here and there, not that much, cause like I'm not really a social guy.
Okay, so what if I told you not being social is hindering your business? How are you gonna take that?
It's true. It can be true.
So do we agree that that's something you should look into fixing? Look, we're not saying what do you call this, compromise who you are for the fans, you know, but with anything that becomes successful, there has to be some sacrifices. You understand? There has to be some sacrifices. Either you sacrifice yourself, or you can get somebody to run your socials to make sure that they're connecting with these people. You know, but the fans can always pick it up when somebody's running your page, and it also, especially when we're still coming up. You know, so. You could even take it as a challenge upon yourself. You say, you're like, hey, you know what? I know I'm not a social person. Let's see how much social I can give. And let's see the results that can come with that. You understand? Because I see this with a lot of artists, myself included, back in the day, to say, hey, I'm like, yo, man, I am not social. I don't even like this person. I don't even like doing this content thing.
Yeah.
But the sooner I do it for a bit of consistency, maybe 3, 4, 5 videos, can see the numbers going up, you know. So I'm like, okay, let me put out to somebody else to see if my experiment is going, and it does work for people, you know. Unfortunately, we're living in an era where people want to see more than your art. You understand? So, yeah, I would say take it upon yourself to say, you know what, I'm fixing this.
I feel like
yeah.
overall, beyond me just being like a rapper, I'm a musician, you know. So the type of content I'm consistent with is like the music content. That's what you find most, you know.
I was about to say, I went through your pages and like, you know what, the music content is there, you know. The music content is there. If you guys keep on doing what you're doing, it will catch, you know. We're not saying, yo, tell them tell them, you understand what I'm saying? As long as there's content, they see who you are. But we can take all the big artists, all the big hip hop artists in SA right now. They want to know who you are as well. You know, they want to know who you are as well. But I'm saying, from what I picked up, I like what you guys are doing, man. I like what you guys are doing, man. I think with how you guys are pushing, how you guys are moving, you're definitely going there, man. You're definitely in the right track. I don't want to get too preachy either way. Let's move on. Let's move on. So, I saw you guys are about to drop Petty Thing.
Yeah, Petty Thing. I started working on that song recently. Messaged me up and it's like, yo, bro, pull up. I got some. I pulled up to him, found him making a beat.
Oh, he makes beats as well?
Yeah.
That man should have been here, man. That man should have been here, man.
Yeah,
Man, dropping the ball, boy.
Yeah, he's a purchaser, yeah, man. So, the Mogra di melody
Yeah.
Karanza beat, you got Bela Mola, 20, 30 minutes, Tomori Kota. And then, yeah, he was like, yo, bro, listen this ish.
Yeah.
So, I never did a track.
Yeah, that's work. I like how Petty Things is sounding. I like the concept around it. When I saw the name, I didn't think you guys were gonna approach it the way you approach it. It's a very smart way to approach it. I want to ask you, which is your greatest track that you ever made? Personally, like when you listen to this, like you see here.
I feel like personally, I wouldn't say it's my greatest, but it's like the hit I've made so far. It's Imani.
Yeah.
So we made it last year when Tulane happened.
Yeah.
And then like Gilman getting into like the serious hit making, like series of there. He was like, yo, bro, for you to do this, it's one way, man. Like it's one way. And then he saw like my potential, guy, man.
Oh, okay.
Like, okay, yeah.
I can work with you.
Yeah.
Alright. But personally, the one you like, I feel like here was at my greatest. Hits. No, we're not talking numbers. We're talking like,
we're talking hits.
When you listening to it, you're like, hey,
say,
this is my favorite N.O.S. song or N.O.S. verse or N.O.S. You know?
I'd say our latest single that we released last month, titled "Thank God."
Thank God, you love that one.
Yeah.
What was it about? Wait, first, what was it about it that makes you feel like, okay, this is my favorite, and then what was the song about?
Okay, so we were going through life stages, things in life that, as human beings we find tough, challenges. So he was like, yo, bro, I'm making a beat. That's another task. I like come on, we don't melody for you. Yeah. I think overall I will kill within 1 hour.
1 hour.
Yeah. So we were talking about just thanking God for His grace. Like every day waking up. No matter what we're doing, God got us. So that's basically what the song is about.
Yeah. I feel you. And your favorite mess verse?
Yo, I have a lot of favorite mess verses. That nigga can rap.
That nigga can rap. I heard him. Nah, he nice with it.
I'd say my favorite mess verse is on Heart Don't Work. Yeah, he released it with Tilo.
Okay.
I feel like both Mess and Tilo, they make some crazy hits together.
Yeah. No, I feel you.
Yeah, that's my favorite Mess verse.
Okay, the other thing I picked up from you guys' music, you're also still predominantly English. You do tap into Vernac, yeah. Why didn't you guys decide? Because everybody was moving full on Vernac. Like Petty Things is not Vernac,
Yeah.
Why do you guys still say, okay, we're still gonna tap? Why didn't you jump ship as well? Because it was popping. I mean, you're from Pretoria. The Pretoria scene is hot. It made sense to jump. Why did you guys
jump into Vernac? Yeah, but like the problem is forgetting like the real roots of handling hip hop.
Okay.
Not saying like Vernac is, but sometimes, as artists, we have to like try to tap into like a larger fan base as well, because like I can rap in Spitori, someone in who's like listening, who's Zulu might not hear what
What
I'm
I'm saying,
saying.
yeah.
Me being like Zulu, but also growing up from Pretoria and also understanding and learning the Pretorian language, it also helps, you know.
Yeah.
We don't just rap in English, but also Pitori, Zulu.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I feel you. I feel. How do you feel about the scene, the hip hop scene in PTA right now?
I feel like it's doing good.
You feel like it's doing
I feel
good?
like it's doing better than people like anticipate, you know. Recently, Rapile released a single with G-Tech and also
Tato Solo and
you
Tom
know.
Fu, yeah?
Yeah, and then also Reese, you know, Reese raps PTA, so we can't say like the state of Pretorian hip hop is in a bad way.
Okay. In the last 3 years, let's say 5. Who have been your favorite PTA niggas? Give me 3.
Reese,
Of course.
Tato, and 25.
Chop 5.
Chop 5.
You have your last 200. You have your last 200. You have to buy a ticket. They're performing the same day. Who are you going to? Except Reese, of course.
Reese, of course, Reese. Okay, except Reese.
Yeah.
25.
You're going to Chok 5.
Yeah, because I remember this other type, Negile CBD, the first time when I performed,
Yeah.
you know, when 25 was on stage, she was like, yo, this guy brings like a whole different vibe. Yeah, they treat him like his him.
When was this?
What was it? 2021, 2022? Can't really remember.
Yeah. No, the Chok 5 was hot that time.
Yeah.
Chok 5 was on fire.
I think it was 2022. Moshcar listing,
Never right.
Life is Gangsta. That
Yeah.
album. That was a hot album. That was a hot album.
First song I was sold. They were like, yo, yes man, we didn't pay.
Yeah, that one was a hit.
There's some things. All right, now, what is your take? Let's get a bit personal. You know, what is your take on love, man? Do you believe in love? Do you believe in being in a relationship and all those sort of things, or you believe in the streets?
I believe in being in love, you know.
Yeah.
I believe in love. I feel like I am a lover boy once or so.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so like, I believe in love.
Do you have somebody in your life?
Yeah, I do have someone in my life.
What role do they play in your music, or do you keep the love and the music separate?
Yeah. I feel like someone in my life that kind of affected my whole like performance as an artist as well.
Okay.
I took a hit, you know, but I was able to bounce back. You know, so I realized, yes, at some point you want your lady to know your music, but
You don't want her too involved.
yeah,
No. But does your lady listen to your music? Is she a hip hop person? My girl is not.
nah, she's not. She's not a hip hop person.
I feel like those are the best for hip hop artists. I've seen these artists with girls that are too hip hop. Nah. You know. So you're saying your girl doesn't play a huge part in your. So I'm asking this because you know these two things, they want a big part of you. They all want a big chunk of your time. You know, they all want a big chunk of your heart, your emotions, your spirits. You know, sometimes even your physicality, because you can't be in two places at the same time. Yeah. Sometimes you gotta be a studio, but you haven't seen her in 3 weeks, and she's around. You know, so if you had your idea, would you incorporate it into, let's say, by the grace of God, tomorrow one of your big songs goes viral, and then you start gigging like from now up until December, you're fully booked. Would you find a way to put her in, or you just gonna still keep them separate?
I feel like if it might happen sooner than I anticipated, I feel like I wouldn't as yet, because for me personally, I take time in like knowing someone. I'd like to take my time into understanding someone. You know?
Oh, okay. So it hasn't been long since you met this person?
Yeah.
Okay. I feel. So is she hot?
Of course. Of course. Of
I
course.
feel you, I feel you, I feel you. No, man, that's very interesting. That's very interesting. Friendship, friendship. You know, that's another, especially as rapper friends. You know, I can see you are N.O.S, but you're also part of a collective. You know,
Yeah.
meaning you also have a music where you're alone,
Yeah.
or you're featuring people that are not part of the collective. You know,
Yeah.
but over and above, these are your friends.
Yeah.
These are your
more
friends.
than just
More than just people you rap with.
yeah.
These are your friends,
yeah.
you know. How do you feel? What happens when Mass blows up on his own? Cotton Fest books him, Freshers, Homecoming books him alone. Obviously, he's your nigga. He's gonna say, "Let's go perform." I'm hoping, you know. And you've seen these things happen. I'm asking because I know you know these things have been happening in the SA. I'm guessing as niggas, you also have these conversations. What are the conversations that you're having with the niggas to say if one of us goes, how do we handle it? What's the conversation around the camp?
I feel like the most important thing to understand is the fact that at the moment I'm not just moving as N.O.S.
Okay,
I'm moving
okay.
as Messy Paper. You know?
Oh, okay.
So if it happens that a record label signs N.O.S and not Messy Paper, I feel like there's a certain ways we can work with each other because I'm not just N.O.S but I'm also Messy Paper.
I feel you. I feel you. Feel okay. So you might find a way to finesse the homies being around you if you get signed or something like that. Okay, I get you, man. I like to highlight these things because you know one of my biggest missions, especially with the pod, is to make sure the niggas that I bring up here, they go out and become who they want to become, but they don't forget who they are, or you know. I cannot choose for you who you want to become. I don't know who you were or whatever, but maybe me asking you these questions, you can actually think of, okay, actually I'm this man, you know. But I've been around the PTA scene for a while now. And I've seen when the fame comes, a lot of things change. I didn't expect any less because fame it's a big thing, my bro. It's a drug, you know. Friendships break, people will change.
I feel like
They pick up habits and
I feel
stuff.
like
Yeah.
that only happens when you don't know your people. You know?
Okay.
I feel like to some degree, like I said, we are not just music partners, but we are also friends.
We're friends,
We've known each other for a long time.
For a long time.
Things happen, yes, and when things happen, that happen.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
that happen. And there's nothing we can do about it but just accept it and move on, right?
Yeah, true. You good, you know you're good.
Yeah.
No, I was saying this to ask you, fame, does it entice you? Is this something you look for? It's like, yo, I wanna have that. When you see famous rappers, like, yo, I wanna have what he has. I wanna get there. Or if not, like what if it does entice you, what level of celebrity would you like to get to, you know?
I feel
If
like
not, where do you
I feel like what I like about SA is the fact that we don't treat celebs like how they treat them in USA. You
Okay.
know? Like, they treat you like a normal human being.
Okay.
Even if you're a celeb like that, but
Okay.
you know.
But is it something that you aspire to?
Personally, I wouldn't say it is, but if it happens, it happens. You know?
Okay.
But personally, it's not.
It's not. So how would you like the world to know N.O.S then?
Through my music. Through my
Okay.
music.
Okay. But you do know if the world knows your music, then you're automatically famous.
Yes, I do know that. I
You
do
know.
that. I
So
am
there
aware
is
of that.
a type of fame that you have to think about, like, hey.
But that type of fame, it allows you to work with bigger brands.
True, I like that a lot. Yeah.
So it doesn't. It also gives you a lot of opportunities, and
True,
it also like you take a lot of make a lot of sacrifices for it. You know?
True. Where do you draw the line? Talking about sacrifices, where do you draw the line? Which sacrifices wouldn't you take? Because you've heard stories of what happens in the inside, in the side of the industry. Yeah. Where do you draw the line and say, you see, this I won't do. No, I don't get famous. This I won't do.
It depends on what you're talking about. But
I'm talking about anything.
Anything. Me personally, if I see something and I see that it doesn't benefit me,
you won't do.
I won't do.
Okay, here's
even if it takes a toll on me, but if I'm able to benefit,
you will do. Are you Christian? Are you Muslim?
Yeah, I am Christian.
Are you fully Christian?
Yeah.
I'm guessing since you say you have a girl, you're also heterosexual. You hetero?
Yeah.
Straight man.
Yeah.
So they're saying, hey, brah, we got a Didi. What you do? So you do have.
Like it? I'm just saying.
No. Yeah, I'm asking that because that's the moral code, and I like that you mentioned in the essay we don't treat them celebrities like they treat them in the U.S. Morality is a big thing, man. You have to have a moral code, and I like that you have that. You're like, hey, I don't even want to talk about that, man. I don't even want to talk about that.
Yeah.
Fire that's fire. Because, hey, man, the things we're hearing in the industry, man. Yes, it's worse. How long have you been recording? Oh, okay. We still got some time. You're working on a project.
Yeah.
Let's go back to the music. The heavy stuffs are gone. Let's go back to the music. Yeah. Working on a project. Tell us about the project, the name, what you guys are thinking, where you guys are trying to take it, who you got on there. Just break it down. Just vent about the project.
Okay, like at the moment, it's just Missy Paper, on the project. We came up with a title for the EP, but we're still working on it, so we just wanna just finish up the whole project, and then we'll just announce everything head on.
Okay. You don't even have an idea how many tracks you might have on there?
It might be a 5, 6, 7, even 8.
Are you guys planning to do an album?
Yeah, from last year we started planning an album.
In your opinion, what's the difference between an album and a mixtape?
An album is a full body of work that tells a story about what an artist is going through.
Okay.
We tell our stories through an album.
Okay.
Everything. And then like mixtape is just like music that you work on. Pre-album sort of,
Sure. Talking about albums, how do you feel about the albums that have been coming out in SA lately? Do you think we have lost the art of making albums, or you're loving the albums that are coming out?
I'm having mixed emotions about the albums,
Okay, I like the honesty.
Some albums hit, some don't, and that's the honest truth.
Okay.
But I feel like overall, the SA music scene has been in good hands. Even though the hip hop has been,
shaky.
But I feel like people are just like still trying to adapt to the new sound that we're trying to bring.
Ooh, that's a good point. I've never looked at it like that.
Yeah.
Because I was also wondering, because the people are saying the hip hop is going, but I'm only seeing the hip hop is being celebrated by the hip hop community. We're not stretching out to other genres.
Yeah.
If other genres, when they have hits, we most probably know them in the hip hop scene.
Yeah.
Our hits, maybe 1 or 2 in 3 years, they will be across
like
genre, but the others that we call hits, they're not hits. You don't play them peak time in a club, and they'll go there.
Yeah.
Talking about that, would you switch to a young piano thing, or you're a purist, hip hop purist?
Me personally, I'm a pure hip hop artist. Yeah, I make hip hop music, but beyond just like I'm not saying I'm a rapper. I'm saying I'm a hip hop artist.
Okay.
I'm an artist. So if a point comes where I have to like make piano, or like I'm not saying I'm gonna make piano, but
yeah. So you wouldn't wake up and want to make piano. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
Yeah. I feel. Why though? Do you think I mean, if you hop into studio,
I do something like what Reese did with Calvin Homo. Like,
okay.
I like that type of music.
Why though? Like, I want to understand the hip hop purist not wanting to hop on piano.
I feel like it's about staying true to your art more than anything, you know. If I'm letting people know that I'm a hip hop artist and then all of a sudden I make a change, I feel like it is gonna benefit me, but in the long run, is it gonna benefit me? You can't tell.
Okay. You
tell.
wouldn't do an R&B track.
I would.
You wouldn't do a what do you call it, trap soul track.
I would.
So the problem is with piano.
Not really. I feel like those tips to like R&B, like hip hop, that's amazing.
Okay.
Like if I'm to become I'm a piano vocalist, I'm gonna have to change my style of music, you know, in general, the way I rap also. Yeah, I feel like a R&B beat would allow me to rap the way I've been rapping on a hip hop beat, just like trap soul.
Yeah, but the biggest piano artists are rappers as well. So when their chance comes and the bag is right, please take that opportunity, brother. Please check up. But I'm saying this also because I'm seeing, man, the other nations are running with piano and I'm like, yo, does it even make business sense for us to be purists? Especially Pitori niggas, you know? We should be running with that Bacardi and the piano that was coming out of here, you know? I remember 25 was doing this thing with Snow Deep. I think they have two of them, Tamad.
Yeah,
that series.
Yeah, Tamad. Yeah, that one, it was a hit.
And it was a cultural. When that man performed those songs,
yeah,
it goes up. And it only makes sense because Wari Nacho and Wirayare. You understand what I'm saying? So I've been battling with this purist and piano. I'm like, oh, I also feel like that. I also wouldn't just wake up and go do piano. But I don't think.
But like I said, I feel like it's all up to the art you're doing.
Yeah, the art you're doing. Yeah.
You know,
True.
Me, I'm an artist, and I'm a hip hop artist. So I make hip hop music.
Yeah, I feel you. I know. No, I feel you. I'm not trying to bend you and twist your hand into piano.
Of course. I understand what you're saying. Because it also makes sense.
Yeah. Just trying to see where you at with it. You know, just trying to see where you at with it. I wanna ask you about your influences, your musical influences. I should have asked this earlier on, but I left it for the end part of the interview because I wanted to get to know you and I wanted to see if your influences make sense with the person I have a feeling that you are with what we've been speaking about. What was your musical influences growing up and who are your musical influences right now?
Growing up, I've been listening to 80s, J. Cole, Kendrick,
of course,
like those type of artists. So those artists shape up my musical journey. Also, you know, the musical influence they have on my music.
Yeah. And do you have any influences that are not musical? You know, like you have somebody you know, like you see, this is a role model. This is somebody that I look up to. This is somebody that I respect.
Yeah, I do have a few role models, you know.
You want to share who those are? Or you want to keep them?
Let me start with Andrew Tate, yeah.
Oh, you're a Tate nigga.
Yeah.
Only him?
I respect, not him, but like, I respect guys like Tate, you know. Like,
masculine niggas.
Not just muscular, but like...
Masculine.
Real niggas.
Yeah, it's a real nigga. It's a stand-up guy.
Yeah, I respect real niggas.
Anybody that you respect, that you have access to, somebody you can see on a day-to-day, or somebody that you know you can see on any day.
My role model or like respect in general?
Yeah, somebody, it doesn't have to be a role model, somebody like, yo, I respect, I see what you're doing, man. I would like to have some of your qualities when I grow up. Not
really. But the nigga I respect is Mess, cause like, yeah.
I picked that up, man. So Mess is a bit older than you.
No, but we are bit up.
Dan is a real nigga for real.
Yeah.
Dan is a real nigga for real. You know, shout out Mess, you know. What's your take on kids? You wanna have any?
Yeah, of course I do.
What time frame are you looking at?
maybe, 5, 6 years down the line.
Okay, that's a reasonable. So, with you wanting to have kids, when you make music, do you ever think, okay, would my kids like what I'm saying on these songs that I'm saying? Do you ever think?
Of course, like that plays a part in like how I think I take,
Yeah.
But it's like, if my kids are able to accept that I'm their father, they're gonna have to be able to accept
Except that that's your music. Yeah, that's a real nigga dad. That's a dad would be like, yo, that's what I was doing and that's what I was about in that time.
Yeah.
Whether you like it or not.
Well, I'm still doing it.
Yo, you don't get in there. You don't get in there. Yeah, man. I like to explain why I ask certain questions, because maybe to you they must say like, why this nigga asking me about kids, and shit, But I like to ask these things because hip hop it's always been about pushing culture forward, also being a very good hand in helping the black community become a strong force,
united force.
And one of the biggest issues we're having as the black community is fatherlessness. A lot of households don't have fathers. So me being in the community of hip hop, I like to push the narrative to say, niggas, let's try to have kids and be there for our kids. That was gonna change a lot, man. Somebody in another space will preach, yo, niggas, let's have kids and have, But me in the hip hop space and the people I bring up, I will always bring this, yo, you wanna have kids or you have kids? Are you there for your kid? Nah, then you're a real nigga.
Yeah.
That's the biggest sign of a real nigga, rather than if you can make a kid and be there for him in this economy and you're not running away, that makes you a real nigga. You understand?
But I feel like we should also look at the generation of the dads that are coming up.
Yeah.
Like a lot of niggas are there for their kids.
Exactly, I've seen that too. Like, it's changing. Last 5 years, 6 years, it was shaky, but now coming up,
it's changing.
yeah, niggas are there for the kids, and I like that. No, it's a good observation. I've seen that too. Anything you like the people to know about your music, about anything, and in general. You can start by promoting petty things.
Well, we're working on a lot of music, because we haven't been recording like a lot when the year started. So right now we're working on a lot of songs. We recently recorded a song titled Petty Things, and then N.O.S and Tilo recorded a song titled Go. Funny enough, I meant to meso tlantse na ro record tata go ena sharp or re thari track o ka re kile 1 2 ka bo e Tilo wa kwartse record er fetsa ke ra era nna go splash was next to splash ke se ilo tla bata he go I don't think I even take 30 minutes ke tswa ka ta Chimensa he like those niggas made a hit. That is a banger titled Go.
No, I don't think
you should expect like very soon.
Oh, Go is not out yet.
Yeah, it's not out.
No, because I don't remember going through your catalog. I don't remember seeing Go. But the snippet you sent me of Petty Things, I like it. I like how it sounded. The concept especially. I'm like, because I was expecting something else. I really was expecting something else. I was expecting some lovey-dovey shit. Like, okay, I got a Petty Thing for mine. Alright, I feel you. Peli nigga. Tonagasi. No, man, I'm glad to meet you for the first time, my brother. I'll be on the lookout. I'm a big supporter of culture. I'll be out here looking out for you, man. All the best.
Thank you, man.
All the best. Keep pushing. Always revert. Look at your numbers. Look at what you can improve. Always revert. Keep learning. I like it. I love talking to you. You're honest with me, and I like it. But like we spoke, may you please close the show for us?
Okay.
Give us a young four.
Them I swear y'all niggas really aimless, busy taking shots, gotta say that it's painless. Say I'll cook you, man, that shit is tasteless. Now when nigga fly, you might think that I'm Jamaican. Don't even try, you might face a penalty, kick you over the line. Trust that shit is guaranteed. Now I visualize, cause I got a remedy. How I'm in sync, what the fucking melody.
That's your boy N.O.S. representing Basic Paper Gang.
One time.
My name is Moshcar, the real Kamasutra Mara City Makafeli, Black Center himself. This is the Black No, this is the Culture Club. Forgive me. This is the Culture Club.
It's still new.
It's still new. It's still new. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. Love you. Love and support. Stay blessed.
Thanks for having me, man. Shut up.
Don't forget Culture Sundays every Sunday, Square 2.0.
Culture Sundays every Sunday. Square 2.0.
So it's where it's at.
That's where it's at.